should bite you if that's what you are. I don't know. Could be. Them things could be real after what we're seeing going on in the Ukraine. Divine Dutch, Diva, good to see you, Papa Joe. Good to see you in here, my friend. Share this mug out. We're going to be talking about a misinformation war today. We're going to be going live. We're going to be talking about something that Blake Wright suggested a while back that it took me a while to be able to get it, but I bought it with some of my Clapper money so we could talk about it. Divine Dutch, David, good to see you. I ain't seen you in a while. It's good to have you in here. So we're about to go live on TikTok. Everybody say hi. We got us our one little bot on Haps. And Haps is going to, and this is Clapper Haps. Haps meet Clapper, Clapper meet Haps. We're going out to Facebook. I'm in the Savage Awards. I didn't know. I told him he asked me what the category was, and I don't know if I got the message or not. There's been so many glitches lately with Clapper, and he said that I told him, I said I want to be I want to be nominated for the best survivalist. I don't know, Papa Joe may get me on this one though. He's one of my mentors. I listen to Papa Joe on a lot of things. I've got Telegram. I don't know about his Telegram group. I'm going to have to get on his Telegram group. Well, you can see my scar a lot worse in this TikTok video and Haps than you can on this camera. I like this camera. It makes me look skinnier. Makes me feel better about myself. I wouldn't have took it. You might have got it, brother. I might have to message him on Telegram. I ain't messaged him in forever on Telegram. I get on there, just basically talk to Danny. I don't know if she's even still on here. She's like going through one of her big social media fasts, so you can't never catch her anywhere but Telegram usually during that. Billy's in the wards? Heck yeah. The best comedian. There we go. So I'm about to go live on TikTok. We're going to bring everybody in. And I will say this. If I try to keep all my guests on TikTok because I can have a wider range of people. I don't know if Jeremy's over here, Jeremy Calgaro. Hey, Brian Keith, good to see you, buddy. We're fixing to talk about a misinformation war on the ChaosCast tonight. It's been one. I'm telling you, I'm catching flack when I just post a headline or some kind of information that's been released in the news. I'm catching flack on TikTok. Not here. I never really catch a lot of flack, but over here. But I catch a lot of flack from conservatives over here that are telling me this is just a hoax. This is Russian. This is the media spreading disinformation. Ain't that crazy? I hear so much. So many people are saying Putin's a good guy. He's doing this. Look, I don't believe Putin's a good guy, and I just don't think he's a good guy. I do believe this war's happening for real. I don't know what exactly is going on, but I do know there's misinformation. I mean, I see videos that people are posting of where they had the dead bodies laid out, casualties of war. One of the people in the bodysuit leans up, and they got that on camera. You seen a video. Now, I don't got any doubt they're trying to spread information like that to encourage the Ukrainians to fight harder because they want their citizens to feel like they're getting somewhere. But then at the same time, I don't have any doubt that the Russians are trying to get us so caught up in political debates. But I'm even seeing on both sides of the spectrum, of politics, liberal and conservative here. There's many different ones everywhere else. But I'm seeing conservatives going at it like this is a war. Like some people believe it's a real war. Some people believe it's disinformation. It's insane, folks. And it's something that us in the prepper community are realizing. I've seen Marfugel over at Marfugel News. He's starting to realize it. Tim Pool, he's realizing it. Now, he's not as much a prepper as he is a bipartisan kind of dude. He's not really, he's middle politics, but he's talking about this. And he's more, I'd say he's more centrist on everything, and he's more, I guess you would say, he goes by valid sources. He's respected by YouTube themselves. They actually let him do his reporting there and don't give him too much problems. So we're seeing a lot of that. So we're going to go live on TikTok. We're going to get that going. So if you're wanting to come into the live on TikTok, go look for it. They may be shadow banning me, they may be not. But we will try to bring in our folks here. If Jeremy comes in, we'll bring him. If Prepper Nation comes in, we'll bring him here. We had Jerry Dale. He came in over here. Danny comes in over here on lives a lot. But the disinformation war, that's like the biggest deal that's going on right now is people are starting to see, even the media is catching on about, hey, Durf, it's good to see. I got one of my moderators, Durf. Yeah, some of y'all know Durf on Clapper. Y'all probably don't know Durf on Haps through all these other apps, but Durf's, he's famous over here on my lives. He keeps the trolls in check, and we thank you for coming in, Durf. Johnny Smalls, good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Casey McKinney, thanks for coming in. Jeff Sells, thanks for coming in. For Reals, thanks for coming in. Robert Watkins, thanks for coming in. Belinda, good to see you, girl. How you doing? Got more coming in. Indeed 1776, good to see you. Kiwi, thanks, Durf. Thanks for them likes. Let's get them likes up so we can get it pushed out. Hey, I'm glad you praying for me, Belinda. I don't know what I'd do without all them prayers. I'm getting it from every which way right now. I done dropped a power drill on my face today while we were taking down a building. Dropped it right there and busted. It looks like the flux capacitor. Well, you take care of that poor cat. I can't believe you dropped that phone on her. Somebody, Kiwi Rose says she casually eats half a pizza, then accidentally drops a phone on the cat. That poor cat. Well, y'all say a prayer for that cat right now. Lord, touch that cat right now. It just had a phone fall on it, and we know that feels bad. Thanks, Papa Joe. Thanks, Papa Joe. Yeah, I'm catching it from every side. I've changed jobs now. I'm working construction. We're taking apart a building. Been going great. I have a power drill sitting on a ladder where I've been taking the screws out, and it falls on my face because the ladder catches when I'm moving it. My fault, yes. Did it hurt? Yes, it mashed my nose. It did not feel good. But the flux capacitor, it reminds me of the flux capacitor old Doc Brown had in the car. Thank y'all for sharing this out, folks. Thank y'all for sharing it out. We hope y'all can let's get some folks in here. Yeah, I thought I was going to knock myself out. I said, oh, crap. My brother, he's like, what's going on? I was holding my nose. I got a little blood right now, so I dropped a drill on my face. Not everybody, drops drills on their faces, but sometimes I do. Yeah, I've got first aid. I got advanced first aid training when I was a fireman. But best thing you can do, let that blood go through there. It cleans out that cut, and you just keep compressing it, and it'll eventually take care of itself. Your body's built to do a lot more than people realize. I mean, you don't always need Neosport and Band-Aids. Sometimes your body, that blood's meant to clot, that blood's meant to clean. It's power of the blood, power in the blood, there's power in the blood. I didn't even get in tune on that. That's an old hymnal song right there. That's an old hymnal song. There's wonderful power in the blood. There is power, one working power. Praise the blood of Jesus. Yeah. Honey is a natural antibiotic. It's a natural antiseptic. So honey's always great to have, just for anything. And in the end, if it come down to where you didn't have antibiotics, what just happened? I got kicked off Clapper. I keep getting kicked off Clapper. Yep. Resume. There we go. We'll resume it. 3, 2, 1. I don't know if anybody will come back in on Clapper. We'll see what happens. Now they brought me back with all the viewers. 28 viewers there, 13 here. So let's get to talking, folks. Let's get to talking about. Oh, we got some likes. Hey, it kicked me out. It was unexpectedly interrupted. I don't know if it's because I got so many phones running off of Wi-Fi at once. Who knows? I've got this rigged up. You just running on all these apps. And then I started singing Power and Blood. I don't know if Power, the Holy Spirit got down in here and knocked that daggum live out on Clapper. It was rude of me. It might have just been phone couldn't handle it. The Holy Spirit might have just go boom, hit it. Praise the Lord, hallelujah. But let's look at what's happening in Russia, folks. We got a lot going on, in Russia, in Ukraine with Russia. Russia, there was like a 40, it was just this huge long convoy. So they're having issues. Their tires are rotting out. Now, some people are saying that's because the generals were putting that money in their pocket and not keeping up the equipment. Yeah, yeah. Not golf, go kayaking. That's to Petrie said, did you ever want to sell everything and just golf? I just want to go kayaking and hiking and camping. But anyways, sometimes hey, things are not what you need. It's time and people. But anyways, so we're seeing so many different things. We're seeing information being shared in the news, and then that same information is the news is having to come back and say, well, this was wrong. I mean, we've seen like Miss Ukraine, whatever that title really is, like this beauty queen, she's out there fighting. Turns out, no, that wasn't true. She got her in fatigues. You're seeing all these things. All these Russians have been killed. The morale in the Russian soldiers is down. But then you're seeing other things that say not. Now, I think the one thing to keep in mind with all of this is the fact that Putin, when he was a KGB officer, one of his main, one of the main things that he did was misinformation. That was one of his skills. Now there was one time I was studying into how the KGB would work when it came to, I guess, basically controlling situations, controlling people. They would spread misinformation. And it would be like conspiracy theories, lies, things like that. And then, two, they would monitor the people. And then sometimes, and one of the things they brought up when I was watching this documentary, one of the things was when people would come up with their own ideas, they would take that, like, hey, that's a good idea, we'll use that too. So, right now we are in the middle of like probably one of the biggest, one of the last triumphs of the KGB's misinformation, because Putin was KGB. More airplanes in the sea than submarines in the sky. That's amazing. I'm Slippy the Frog said that. I did not know that. You educated me. But so when you're thinking about that and you're looking at what you're seeing on the news, there's two things I feel like are going on here. So you've got our certain anon community. Now some of them, hey, they I've looked into all this stuff just because it's entertaining. That's a cool story, to read, all this stuff. And then there's people that are sold on it. And they're coming when I put news on here, and they're like, no, that ain't true. This is the media line. Now the media lies. I mean, that's plain and simple. The media's lied about a lot of things. We've seen it. So there's that. Then we also know the Ukrainian morale needs to be high if they're defending their country. So then we're seeing these staged looking events. So is it the Ukraine's trying to garner help? Well, maybe so. Maybe they're trying to get help. Or are they trying to raise the morale of their people, make them think, hey, we're doing great. You just got to keep fighting hard. And then you've also got Russian disinformation, misinformation that's being thrown out there to keep our country and others in such a turmoil, fighting over politics like we have in our tribes and in our bowls for so long, that we don't got time to worry about what they're doing in the Ukraine. Now I don't have a lazy eye to you. I got two lazy eyes. Trump, oh Lord, here they come. Any politics, we boot the trolls. No, any kind of, hey, Trump or Biden bullcrap, we're gonna boot you out. Durf, if that dude up there, if Tsunami and Guy Herbert go again, kick them out. I don't care if you're making your jokes, that's cool. And see, there it comes. The Putin is draining the Ukraine swamp. Adopt a Ukrainian woman now before it's too late. Okay. I mean, they might need a home too. They're cold too. It's cold outside, I guess. Bring them in. But especially in Ukraine. But we're also, because of what's happening, no matter what you're seeing, I'm posting things to get people to prepare. What is this live spotlight thing that keeps popping up? No, we ain't bringing none of them on. But one of the things I look at is I'm trying to get people to prepare. I'm posting news articles. I'm not saying yay or nay. I'm just saying you decide. But I am saying there is cause for concern. Now, we do have our partners at ReadyWise, E29TEN. Yes, you can go there and get food, but then you can go look at our videos. There's videos that we have. Yummy, it's good to see you coming in. I just had to say that, but because we're talking about food, I've got videos to show you how to prepare your own survival food. The FEMA website, it gives you ways, different kinds of food to put up. I'm not worried. Fact, and that's great. See, some people, are prepared, and this guy imagines prepared. 15 years to beat Chechnya, Ukraine will eat too much. Okay. See, but here's the thing. One way or another, we are going to see disruption. That's the thing. No matter what side you're on, you got to look at supply chain. Got a dozen boxes, and that's good. See, I tell people at least get the main. Okay, as my brother, he's telling me the fence looked good behind the barn. So I'm putting up fences the other day. Cows wanting to bust fences. I don't know why they want to do that. But anyways, the thing is, one way or another, supply chains have been stressed. They're going to be further stressed. If this war is real, if it's not, no matter what you believe. A majority of the grain comes from there. Fertilizer comes from Russia. A majority of it, not all of it, like 80%. So you're going to see disruptions. You need to be prepared in some way in case one day you go to the grocery store and there's not enough of the basics that you need to keep your kids fed. This is what I see as common sense. There's so many people, they see this as common sense, but they still only got like 2 or 3 days of food just for 1 or 2 people in their house. When you need at least 3 days worth of food in a carryable pack to take with you. You need 3 days per person of food and water and emergency supplies to take with you in case you have to evacuate. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about evacuation. Why? What if there is a nuclear bomb? Russia's on the hair trigger, supposedly, because their deterrent system is not as good as ours. So they got to be the first to shoot. Shoot first, ask questions later. So again, I'm going to ask you this at this point. Share this out. Let's get this live going. Let's get more people in here. Let's get more people in the chat. If you have ideas about preparedness, throw it in there. 7 storages stockpiled. I've been stockpiled. Yeah, and that's great, John. That's great. Big enough for farm animals. Hey, that would be a good idea. But share it out. Let's get the likes up. Let's get more in here. Let's get folks involved in the conversation. Let's get this idea in people's heads. Southwest Prepper Group, good to see you, bud. Southwest Prepper Group, send me a request. I'm going to bring you up and get your opinion on some things. But one of the things about a nuclear bomb, okay, I was watching a guy talk about it. He's a nuclear physicist, I believe. And what he was saying, there you go, Papa. One of the things that they're saying is, with a nuclear bomb, the best thing to do is stay in your house. And they say, and why? Well, what are we doing? I'm trying to send you a request to go live, but it's not letting me. It's wanting to add you as a moderator. Wait a minute, here we go. I'm tapping the wrong button. What the heck? It's not letting me do it for some reason. One of the things about it, they're saying the roof of your house can help shield you from radiation. So what the guy was talking about, depending on how high that bomb is detonated, it's kind of, there's going to be that fallout, and it could be going for so long. It's going to be going the direction of the wind, and so emergency personnel. Somebody boot Trump eats his boogers. We're not talking politics in here. We're talking preparedness. If you say anything again, we're going to boot you out. We don't care about Trump eating boogers. We don't care about Biden eating boogers. Anyways, as you go forward and you think about the nuclear fallout, how high? Thank you, Durf. How high is it? That's a factor. Where's the wind blowing? That's a factor. These guys got to decide that. If you hop in your car and take off right off the bat, it's the roof of your car's not got as much shielding as the roof of your house. Hey, Tic Tac Originals, good to see you. There we go. Bring him on up. Bring him on up. So, y'all welcome Southwest Prepper Group. Share this out. Let's get more folks in. Southwest Prepper Group's going to be one of our. He's going to be one of our guests today. There he is. How you doing today?
Pretty good, brother. How you doing today?
Pretty good. I dropped the drill on my face.
It happened.
It does. Flux capacitor right there. I'm time traveling now. Praise the Lord.
Stitches? Did you get stitches?
No, I didn't. I just dabbed it with a napkin. I figure I'll have a good scar there, tell the story to the grandkids one day. I dropped the drill on my face. Papa, what happened? I dropped the power drill on my face. Don't ever do that. But, so, I don't know if you've seen that guy. I think it was a nuclear physicist. It might have been you that posted it. I don't know. It was the guy talking about nuclear, like a nuclear bomb going off, what to do. And he said, stay in your house because the roof can shield you from a majority of that as it's passing over.
Yeah, that's one of the videos we just posted a couple of days ago. He was talking about that. Pretty good information, I thought. Pretty accurate from what they taught us in the military. Kind of the same stuff. You seek shelter, stuff like that, and put your hazmat suit on and all that good stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. What level hazmat suit? Level 1 to level 3?
Them things sucked. I hated those things. We had to live in them things for the mop gear. When we were over in the desert, every time we had a missile go over, they said, get in the bunker, get your shit on. And we had to stay like that for days. That sucked.
We, when I was training for hazmat, we would have to put on like that initial layer, then level 2, and then we put the oxygen tank and SCBA on, and then we had this thing look like a giant blue Sour Patch Kid, and you climbed inside of it, zipped up.
Yeah, you weren't having no fun in that thing, that's for sure.
They duct taped you up in every way, you know, in that second layer, and then you got to put your hands through into those gloves. So you know what they made us do? They made us play Jenga with pencils just to get us used to how to be in the suits. You know, that really that really did make a lot of sense, though, all what he was saying about, you know, they've got to decide where to send people to evacuate. So that's why it's good to have that initial bug out emergency bag, you know, of at least 3 days for food and water for everybody.
I would say so, yeah, I would definitely agree. And what a lot of things I'm seeing on all these comments about all this nuclear stuff is a lot of people are saying, well, what's the point of even trying because we're all going to die. Mm-hmm. That's not, we all know, we know a little bit of history. That's not true. My grandmother is actually from Okinawa, and she survived, her and her mother survived the blast, and they got shipped out of there. So a lot of people, it's not about fear. We're just trying to get some information out there so everybody knows, just in case. Yeah. You know, you see some shit go down. You know, it's 2022. Who the hell knows if it's a possibility. Yeah,
dude. I mean, quite literally, we have seen the world turned on its end for the last 2 years. I mean, no lie. Really, the last 5, 10. It's just it keeps getting worse. But
it's been a circuit. It has been.
I mean, it is. They just keep getting it worse and worse. You know, I always go back to that scripture in the Bible, and I know some folks on here may not be Bible enthusiasts, but And so it talks about birth pains continually working towards, the birth of a new order in the Bible. I think if this ain't birth pains, I don't know what the heck is. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's crazy.
It's a learning lesson. That's if you're aware, like if you're up to par on the Bible, you will know that a lot of this is just a big a foreshadow, I guess you would say, to almost a warning.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why we've kept saying it's not about fear, folks. It's just about getting your head straight, getting your head on correctly. Because a lot of us got some really thick rose-colored glasses on right now, and everybody's saying, it ain't gonna happen, ain't nothing happening. Happening. Well, damn, go to the gas pump, go to the grocery store. You turn on the damn news. It's everywhere, everything, 24/7.
We're about to have to break into the preps right now just to keep all three of them boys fed as much as they eat. Lord, pinto beans.
No joke. We started last week. I'm not shitting you. We started, excuse my language, but we started into our preps last week. That's how expensive this shit is getting right now.
I mean, seriously.
And it is. My wife even said, well, you got all that food back there. Why don't you start cracking that open? Because we ain't going to the grocery store for another 2 weeks.
I was planning on planting a garden, but apparently it's been. You can see the sunburn on my face. It's on my neck. I'm fried. But apparently there's potential for snow this Saturday. I don't know what the heck they're doing to us. Yeah. Somebody's got a switch, flipping it up and down. Yeah. Snow rain.
Yeah, I know. It was about 80, almost hit 80 degrees here in New Mexico a couple days ago. And now they're telling us we're going to get snow tonight or tomorrow.
We're going to get that. We're going to get y'all's leftovers, ain't we?
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. So, yeah, I'm saving all my seeds for another couple weeks here.
Yeah. Speaking of that, now, my wife sent me a clip of a person, how they filled their bed. It sounded like hugel culture, where they made a raised bed. They put branches and things like that, biodegradable stuff in the bottom, and then covered it with topsoil. So, what are your thoughts on that? You like that idea?
We actually do that. I got a couple raised beds in the backyard here because out here in New Mexico, it's either sand or clay. That's it. There ain't no sand. There ain't no dirt. It's sand or clay. So, and we got dogs and cats, and I don't want none of that business in my food. So we built raised beds out of that corrugated roof tin, and we filled that roof tin. That's what the sheets are about almost 3 feet wide. So instead of filling it all with expensive soil and stuff like that, we just did the hugel culture, where we just I went out to the mountains over here about 5 miles away and just scooped up a bunch of limbs and tree litter, tree bark, all that stuff, and filled up the truck. Filled that half of that flower bed is probably bark, but it has broken down. I'd say about 3 or 4 years we've been using it, and it works damn good. It's a damn good investment, and a very cheap and inexpensive way to get some raised beds going really quick.
Well, it keeps from what I understand, that process, it keeps the ground continually aerated because of the breaking down, like a forest. Is that what we're kind of an idea of it?
Very true, because once you get past that soil layer and you hit that bark layer and stuff, you can see it's almost like a compost. It gets real dark. It breaks down all the enzymes in there, start breaking everything down, and it actually does turn into almost like a rich, dark compost, and it keeps everything going really good. And you don't have to add anything for a long time. No chemical fertilizers or anything like that. No compost or anything, manure, nothing like that. You could grow out of one of them things for years without having to add anything.
So I've got an idea. I want to combine all this. And let's talk raised bed. Cheapest raised bed you can do. So you go out in the woods, cut some saplings down. Got some chicken wire. Take the chicken wire, set it up in rows. About yay wide. We'll say it like that. I'd say about 2 foot wide. Then you get some cardboard and line the chicken wire. Then you hugel culture that crap to death. Just hugling it. Throw some worms in there. Throw some rabbit crap in there. You got, potting soil. Then you start planting your taters and your greens and things of that nature. And then you got them little doors you flip up and down with the hoop houses. I feel like that's the ultimate garden, raised garden, you got everything in there. What do you think about that?
That sounds like a really good idea. Really inexpensive too, because everything, all materials right now are costing a lot.
And
that's a big deal right now. If you want to build anything, you're gonna have to get really creative.
Mm-hmm. Now somebody said don't use cedar or rock. Yeah, don't use cedar and don't use black locust. Hey, Pelican Cat, man, good to see you, bud.
Kill plants there.
Oh yeah. Now cedar's good to keep you bugs out and rats out of your stuff. That's why they make so much out of it. But you know, we got to be careful with that cedar what we use it for. Now, are you familiar with a Sawyer Mini?
Oh yeah, we got a bunch of those. I've been stocking up on them things for years. They were pretty damn good versus like a Life Straw.
Yeah, Life Straw. What is the other? The Grail. They're like really high dollar, and their limit's like 30 liters. I mean, 30 gallons, isn't it?
I haven't invested in any of them yet. I pretty much, the cheaper Walmart stuff is where I usually pick all my stuff up at.
See, the thing with Sawyer Minis, and this was a while back, a friend of mine told me about them. I just seen the Live Straws, and I'd been studying how to make your own filtration systems. And then somebody's like, a buddy of mine, he's a prepper too. He said, check out Sawyer Minis. And I was like, okay. And he told me the 100,000 gallons on this right here processes 100,000 gallons. That's insane for $20 right there.
That's why I think I like that there. The other one they make is that little gravity Sawyer Mini, and it comes with a bag. We've used that multiple times camping, and I've never had an issue with them. And for 20, even $30, I think was the gravity one. It's damn good. Yeah.
I think it's. Well, you've seen the Frontier straws, hadn't you?
Oh yeah, yes sir.
Now them are like what, $11. I think I found one for $11 was the most, but that's 30 gallons, and that's about the most you're going to use in a survival style situation. That's for you, like your bug out bag, but it's like a fraction of the price of Life Straw and the Grail and some of the other high dollar ones. I feel like that would be the way to go for most people nowadays, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. If you're on your own, and if you're not with a lot of people or anything like that, you could just buy yourself a Life Straw or something like that, where you just got to suck out the water and drink it. That's going to be sufficient. But if you got to do some cooking or some cleaning, you don't want to be sucking and spitting into a bucket and trying to gather water.
There you go.
You got options. Definitely got options. You got all different levels of water purification and different ways of doing it. Bug out bag style, or you got the big ass Berkey you can put your RV, all kinds of stuff.
Now, do you know Buzzard Life Commander?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now he done the video on the homemade Berkey system, as did Elder Yehuja, I think it's his name. I've seen both of them and a number of content creators on different platforms make the homemade system, and those only cost just a few dollars for those filters versus other ones. You think that could compete with a Berkey, or what's the quality?
I think you can, because you're basically all you're using is the filters out of the Berkey. You're just using the same filtration process. All you're doing is using a different container. A stainless steel versus maybe a 5-gallon bucket, but it seems just as good. And hell, if I had the money to buy some Berkey filters, I'd hop right on it myself.
Yeah. See, now Papa Jonah, he's a friend from Clapper. He's a old time survivalist and prepper that he's one of my mentors over here on Clapper. He's saying the important part about filter straws is use them sparingly, and if you can purify another way, that's kind of the goal of prepping, isn't it?
Yeah.
You only dip in there if you have to.
Yeah, you gotta think outside the box. You gotta be able to use your brains a little bit, and you'll be all right.
Yeah, that is the main thing. I'm gonna be probably dropping a blog on my website here, just talking about our forefathers could make anything. I mean, they made their houses, they made their furniture, they grew their food, they made everything. And then we come into the 20th century, out of the 1900s, out of the 1800s, and all of a sudden we start becoming more and more dependent on these like a gay dating app. Well, it kind of might be. There's a lot of gay folks dating on Clapper. I'll tell you that. So you might be right about that. Make it fits. But anyways, getting back to the point, they cracked me up with that one. But we went into this depend. It's like an engineered dependence. Like they wanted it this way.
That's a rant that I love to go on because a lot of people always ask, well, what the hell happened? And I say, well, here's my answer if you want my 2 cents. It's called convenience.
Mm-hmm.
We want convenience. We wanted it fast. We wanted it now. We wanted it cheap. That's what happened. And we stepped away from knowledge. And all we did was handed out money. That was it.
Well, you always see, and this was always what I seen growing up on television, that person that left the farm and went to the big city, or that young girl or young guy, they left I'm tired of this one horse town. I'm going somewhere where there's something happening. But now we're almost seeing a reverse of that. Their kids are like, I'm sick of this fast-paced life. I want to go somewhere where it's simple. And
that's true. That's what's happening right now. I think with the economic crisis and the labor shortages and stuff, because of the housing crisis, even people are snatching up land. The people who can afford to and getting the hell out of town, they're just buying up land, and they don't want to be a part of the rat race. They don't want to work for chump change. They don't want to get treated like crap. And if they've seen us do it, they saw us do it growing up, and they said, well, what the hell's the point of that? You guys are all pissed off and miserable now.
Exactly.
Trying to get out of the city.
I'm saying you go ahead.
Oh, and go ahead now.
One of the things, and recently, this just happened recently, I realize I'm just like flat out sick of factory work. Like, go, do this, do that. And then I started working, the construction angle with my brother, and like the day flies by, I'm outside, I feel healthier now, I feel better, and I'm not knocking factory work. Some folks have made a good living there, but like, it's like, you remember they said the education system, they made the modern education system to prepare kids for factory work. You're coming at a certain time, and have we been hoodoo?
No, it's true. I've been in all kinds of different jobs, and I can tell you a lot of it's soul sucking. It really is. And when you get to our age, you want to look back and say, I enjoyed a little bit of this. So you got to make some decisions, and I think our kids are doing it. They're doing it really quick, really early, and they're saying, you know what, I don't want to be a part of this. Maybe how about I do it myself in the way I want to do it, which is awesome. I'm seeing a lot of new people coming out, new businesses, entrepreneurs coming out of this. So people are starting to wake up and see, you know what, maybe this ain't for me. Maybe I don't fit in this bracket, or maybe I don't fit in a rat race like I'm supposed to. Like they tell you, you got some brains. You went to school, you went to maybe some college, you know some stuff from your family or your friends. Open up a damn business. Do it yourself. That's how I like to live. I like to live under my own thumb.
Yeah.
I like to be in charge of my own path, and I don't want to wake up 8 o'clock in the morning and miss my kids and my family and all that stuff for some asshole to yell at me all day. But of all the people that do it, thank you all for doing it, because we're in a pretty good bind right now in 2022 because all this is the big mess.
We've engineered this huge web depending on people going into a box with no sunlight and operating machinery, and they don't want to do it no more. And COVID kind of made everybody just wake up and realize, y'all don't care a flip about us. You just put us out in the cold. And
that's true. We're a walking number sign, dollar sign above our heads. That's about it. I learned that real quick when I served in the military and had to protect certain dignitaries that weren't worth a piss. I wouldn't piss on them if they were on fire right now. I tell you that much. But these people are the ones in charge, making all the rules and telling us what to do. And a lot of us are starting to wise up to it because they act like they're better than us. They act like they're smarter than us, but they ain't no different. I just saw in the news. What's that girl on? She was Congress or something. I'd rather not get into politics, but she's against everything going on right now. But then she just went and bought a bunch of stock in everything, so she covered her butt.
Now, Susie Smiles is asking, where would y'all invest right now? I'm about to buy land, but what are your thoughts? I would say land is probably the best investment you can make right now because if our economy,
they don't make no more of that.
They ain't making no more. You're right, Pilot Captain, man.
No, they ain't making no more land.
Land's always the best investment, especially if an economy is collapsing. I'm not saying we're seeing that, but it's looking like we're edging towards that all over the world globally. And if the rich people are buying land and gold and hard products, like I buy gear, I don't buy the kids junk no more. I'm like, we're gonna buy you something you can use. And
Right.
you know, they got shovels, they make their own fun now. They build clubhouses and they got tarp shovels, knives, and animals.
Oh yeah.
That's the way to grow up. It has to be. You experience life, real life, as a kid out there in the backyard, just digging, playing, looking at animals, bugs,
Yeah.
climbing trees. You learn a lot.
I
think that's a real good way to raise your kid.
I seen Pallet Cabin Man has built this cabin for him and his children to camp a lot in, and it kind of inspired me. I'm thinking about building me a little trapper shack out here in the backyard, putting a little wood stove, paint can wood stove in it. we're gonna have a good time.
That'd be fun. I was pretty fortunate though. I got all the pallets for free, and they're all squared. I mean, what I did was very fortunate. You know, I didn't have to tear apart pallets, make them, uniform because they were already uniform. So that's why mine came out so well.
Yours is nice. It's a nice pallet cabin, my friend.
Oh, thank you.
But
we go back to the self-sufficient. It is engineered out of us. Back in the turn of the century of the 1800s and 1900, it was engineered out of us to not be self-reliant, like the Rothschilds and the what do you call it, Rockefellers and stuff. They invested in oil, wanted to have the oil. There's no money in self-reliance.
Squeaky.
And from that point forward, we're all like, worried about fossil fuels and stuff, and a lot of the old stuff is forgotten. And we're rediscovering it. In the last 3 years, people are starting to go, hey, wait, this is weird. My parents, they slaughtered their own chickens. They did their own cannon. They did all that stuff, and it's like, oh, yeah, you guys are just old doing dumb stuff, I realized it wasn't old and doing dumb stuff. It's things you need to know.
Yeah.
So that's part of my goal on being a creator, and I think that's part of your goal on being a creator, to show people how to do stuff.
I'm kind of slowly turning it into a business now. It's not a huge one, but it's work. I'm trying.
Anything you can make some scratch on.
Yeah. The other day I applied to be a dealer for a company that has like Moras and a lot of hiking equipment because we're talking about getting outdoors. We're taking the kids hiking more. And I have people asking about my bug out bags, especially on Clapper. I've got a few that are asking about if I'm going to keep doing it. So I'm going to try to get some of them together, and I'm fixing to open a store. But, it all comes back to, getting those skills out there to people, getting the tools out there, because a lot of people don't even have a good knife. And that's like the basic thing you need.
That's very true. Everybody's Walmart right now and just grabbing whatever they can, and they have no idea about quality or even how to use it correctly. So, no, you're on. If you're going to make a business out of it, All hands to you. That's smart. I tell everybody on TikTok, on social media, don't be doing this shit for fun and make a business out of it. This is knowledge. This is stuff that people need to know and want to know, especially right now. And if you got the knowledge in the training, oh, you better get to it.
Well, there's so many ways now to do it digitally. You've got BookBolt. You can do the voice type on your Google Docs, and that's how I'm trying to crank out more articles because I've got all these apps. Then I had work, but now I'm on a straight day shift, which is kind of working with doing this. I'm gonna try to do more of these, but you can do books. If you're a content creator, if you're a prepper, we can make these books happen, and then they can buy them off BookBolt straight through Amazon, and that's print to order. Just like Printify. There's so many the ghostwriter things, the voice types. You don't even got to sit down and type anymore. You can just start putting your thoughts on paper and doing blogs, and then having affiliates that kind of go along with your method. And there's so many affiliates now, and you can make $1 off a click, but you're also helping them find products that is going to help them in the long run.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a good idea because I've been wanting to do something with the solar, my DIY solar, because it's actually everybody asks, what's the best solar generator, what's the best power bank, and I hate telling them, this is the company, this company, to this company, when you can actually make it yourself for the fraction of the price and make it more powerful, and you know what you're doing. So if you want to change out the battery or put in your battery, that's the way to go. So yeah, if we could do something like that and make a bunch of manuals, teach people so they have it on hand and print it out whenever they want, that'd be a really good idea.
Now that's kind of what I'm trying to do with my website. Now, do you have a website and a blog already?
No, sir. I've been relying mostly on my YouTube to keep all the information afloat. But the wife has been telling me you might want to consider opening a website, putting some manuals or something together. But that's it's time consuming with the TikTok and all.
Oh yeah,
it keeps us busy, boy.
Right.
So here's my suggestion. Let's help each other with this. Now, Jeremy Calgaro, he's already working on some articles. He's done dropped one. If you want to, you can get get on Google Docs or whatever your document software is, and if it's got a voice type, just start talking. Then go back and correct whatever that voice type. If you're like me, it gets everything wrong because you accent. But start getting your thoughts, and then all you got to do is paste and copy that onto an email and send it to me. And I can paste it and copy it on the blog. That kind of helps me get content there. Gives you a place to log it without having to do all that work. And then if you've got affiliates and your socials, I can put those links on there. And that way it goes, they can automatically, once they're seeing who wrote it, they're going to Southwest Prepper Group on YouTube. They're going to Southwest Prepper Group on TikTok. Can't pay you anything, but, I can get people going there.
That's definitely a good idea because, I'm not very computer savvy. That's one of the reasons why it's held me back so much is not putting anything together. But being on TikTok and on the social media has given me some pretty good knowledge and experience. So definitely that's a very good idea. And I probably will take you up on something like that, work with you on something like that because why not? I mean, it's TikTok.
Yeah, hey. When I do it, I advertise it on here. Now, for some reason, the algorithm don't like advertisements, but they're getting better. But I'll drop it, and then you can share it. Like I always have the duet and all that. Then you can duet it, and anybody that wants to do that, just my email is dennisbutch29@gmail.com, and let me know on here because I get a million emails now. But yeah, you let me know then. That kind of helps me. I will put, ads for like ReadyWise and my other affiliates on there. And that kind of gives, you can get a base point. You might be able to get an affiliate with ReadyWise yourself if you like that, if that's a product you want to rep. But I kind of had to I was like an infant child walking a blind infant child walking through the dark, flipping whatever light switch I could to see what would work. And I figured out how to make a website. I figured out how to get affiliates. I didn't know nothing about any of this, and I done it all on the phone. So it's
there you go. You're doing more than others are doing right now, because a lot of these guys, I keep telling them, you got to try to shoot for an affiliate, or how to shoot for an affiliate, how to get an affiliate, how to create content that's going to be affiliate-like. And it's tough. Yeah. But when you do get locked up affiliate, boy, that's time for you to make some money and make yourself a little bit bigger up on the totem pole. So yeah, you definitely got a good idea going there.
One of the important things is spreading out, because you're already doing that with YouTube, but so many people complain about getting banned on TikTok. Well, they don't ban you as bad on Instagram. They don't ban you as bad on Facebook or YouTube. So if you spread it out to all of these apps, and I highly suggest Clapper, because they don't ban you for really literally anything. And then if they do, everybody goes, "Hey, Spears, good to see you, bud." They'll, Clapper, you can actually message them, but you got this content everywhere, and you can usually just screenshot it from, screen record it from TikTok and then share it out to keep your watermarks off. And then, you've got all this. Then you start creating what I call a digital footprint online. Like, you can Google Edge29 Chaos Preparedness, and then you're going to see literally everything I've got now on Google. We're logged there. We got our website. We got all this stuff. There's even stuff, I don't know who they are. There are people in Russia that had it on. People, I don't know if that's good or not, but now we're on Wikipedia, because I logged into Wikipedia and made me an account, and I can go in there and edit Wikipedia. Hey, Doomsday Podcast. But when you create these digital footprints like this, to your hashtags, I'm going to share this information with you. So there's not a lot of people in here, but we recently had a casting call, me and my son, with MGM. It's the creators that were working on The Voice and Shark Tank. I didn't know how they found us. I'm like, a Zoom meeting with these casting, directors. And we're like, "How'd y'all find us? Did you see our TikToks?" She's like, "No, we found you on a random hashtag on Instagram. We're just searching hashtags, and we found you. Said maybe he's got a kid." And I said, like, "Okay, well, I do." So now we're kind of in the process of that. That's why I've not been able to do a lot lately. And two, one of the reasons I looked at changing jobs, because possibly this summer we may be working with them. They're wanting to get kids and people that have mentored kids in survival, and so they're going to be trying to do a competition based thing. I don't know what it all is, but we sent them in some good shots of Braden. He's out there making a fire and everything. So.
Hell yeah, I hope you get it, brother. That'd be awesome content to see on here. That definitely give you a boost on the name and everything. Hell, you'd be running this TikTok.
Well, we'd be trying. Well, here's my thing. Hey, Prepper Moms, good to see you. Text Prepper Mom. Here's the thing. I'm not here to run nothing. I'm not here to run anybody off. I've seen a lot of things happen on here. Preparedness is about being prepared, and we all kind of got our own little MAG going here, mutual assistance group going here. So I want to help everybody I can. So if I can help y'all, I'm gonna do my best. But
that same here. I mean, it's a nice community we've got here when you can stay on here and last a while, because it's so damn ridiculous. I had a scenic video of New Mexico, and they blocked it and they banned me. I said, "What the hell was this about?" They don't even answer you. They don't tell you nothing. It's just blocked, and now you're banned for a week. This shit don't make no sense, boy.
Well, you've got trolls that like to screw around. Then you got an algorithm that's not really as smart as a human. But you've got more followers than I do, I believe. But after so many followers, they got people that'll check in on you. So from what I hear, and I believe I got somebody, because I keep squalling every time I get a ban. Like, I got a complete live ban. Like, this is going to be forever. And then I kept messaging every day until I guess they got tired of it. And then it said I wasn't going to be able to go live till April. And I was like, dang, that's a month. And then one day I looked and I could go live again. It's like whoever been watching me, taking care of me here on TikTok, it might have just been Jesus doing it. Who knows? Jesus take the wheel here on TikTok. But I could go live and I could go live in March. It didn't have to wait till April.
Yeah, it don't make any sense. It's not very reliable. It's a nice platform to get information out and get a lot of people's attention all at once. But man, it is not reliable. Like you said, Instagram and all those other ones, they work pretty good.
Yeah.
I've had pretty good success with all the other ones, and I've had good success. Don't get me wrong with TikTok, but it's not reliable. Tomorrow, I could be completely banned for no reason.
Here we are over here talking about us. Look at these braggers down here. You got safe prep, Texas prep ball, y'all. We ain't got no bans. We got zero strikes.
Safe prep, come on now. You ain't got no strike, safe prep. No, he's a good guy. He's funny as hell, but he's got a lot of good knowledge, and I'm glad you don't got no strikes over there, brother.
You know what? The prep community, I've noticed, man, it's blowing up lately. Like, there's people, who's that Perky prepper? I seen her like a month ago when she first started, and bam. And it was just like, boom, she just blew up. I mean, it's a good thing because, you know, she's a young woman. She's bringing in that younger group, I guess. And
yeah,
so
the younger crowd is the one that really needs to know all this stuff, because they're the ones that are going to be holding the torch when, you know, we're long and gone. They're the ones that are going to be holding up the fort. So if they don't know how to grow food or sanitize water or start a fire, that's, you know, those are life skills.
Oh yeah.
Everybody.
One of the things I like that I seen her, she was cataloging that stuff and she had files. So she must have, you know, that must be her thing. But yeah, she's got whole files and things, and that's nowhere ranch. Yeah, and the younger folks is where we got to reach. I think they're the ones that are kind of waking up to we're screwed because of our parents.
Yeah, they're the ones that got those thick-colored rose glasses on, and they're starting to peel them off because they're starting to see this shit ain't normal. What the hell you guys doing over here? They're trying to live through a pandemic and all kinds of shit, and they don't like it. I mean, they're younger and they're catching on a lot quicker than a lot of us did. That's good. That's really good.
I think I just did. I think I done something crazy there. I don't know what happened. Everything went off there. Started showing up. Mrs. Rogers. Now, yeah, she just had her Insta ban. I was wondering why I hadn't been seeing her. Mrs. Rogers Hood. Now she's got some good stuff. I like watching a lot of hers.
There's people on here that have got really good stuff. I mean, really clean content. Really just down home cooking in the kitchen, and they will get banned. That just blows my mind.
Well, you got kids, and they might get mad at them in a live like they do me when I tell them they can't talk politics and start their junk. And they get over, hey, Blenda's back. She's on Clapper. That's one of my buddies on Clapper. It's good to see you back, girl. It's like they don't realize, hey, these people are doing something. They just think, I'm gonna mess their world up. They made me mad. I feel like, you know, you can't have 1,000, you can't go live till you got 1,000 followers. You should not be able to come onto TikTok and report somebody for something unless you've got so many followers and some kind of, you know, at some point for it to carry weight, like some kind of verification of some kind, like, you know, ID. That way you can't just make a ghost account and get who you don't like, you know.
Well, that and the moderators, I don't know if we actually have, or if they're computers, if they just, I don't know how the hell this works when they go through your video and review it, but it seems like it's very uncertain. You can get one person, or I don't even know, one robot or one computer one day to let the video go, and then the next week it'll hit the video again.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
See, that happened with that 1911. I got that first 7-day ban. I almost lost my whole account. I was on doing a dual live on here in Clapper, and I had that 1911 because on Clapper I'm always swinging that thing around. You know, I do gun salutes to supporters, and then I forgot I was on TikTok and like, yeah, and everybody's like, whoa, he's got a gun, and then I was like, bam. He let me get away with it once.
Oh boy. No, you got lucky then.
He let me get away with it, but then that next swing around, woo! It was like, boom! You're breaking the law, some odd kind of thing. You're banned for 7 days. You can download your information. I was like, crap! I just lost my TikTok. Crap! But then I waited it out. They let me back on, and bam, more people started coming in. Videos started taking off, and so who knows? They ain't got me yet.
Confusing as hell because all their new laws and stuff that they come up with are regulations with the firearms and what you can and can't show. And from what I heard the last time, they said you can use firearms as long as you're at the firing range.
Yeah.
Well, I did a firing range video, and that didn't last but 5 seconds on TikTok, but they took that sucker down, and they banned me for almost a week for that thing.
Dang.
So I just gave up on the whole 2A thing here on TikTok.
Now I still got some firing range, some gun range videos that's posted. They ain't got me for. Now I don't know if they just quit looking at stuff after so long, but I got the one where I had the adapters for the shotgun, shooting like 45 and 9mm out of it, and then I've got the one, where I just done a whole range day. We were doing gun week at Clapper, which I may try to do again next year, but I may try to go to SHOT Show if I'm able to do it. But it was like they let me do it where they banned me for the 1911. I was thinking this is how you do it. You make you a gun range, and so I don't know. They may get me the next time around. Who knows?
Well, what's funny is I'm on my backup account right now because the main one's banned. They banned it for not only was it a scenery video, but they also banned it for that range video. And I don't get it. That's why. And then they went back while I'm banned right now. I just checked my messages. They went back almost 2 months back in my videos and banned another video. I don't know what the hell. They're like going through everything now. So I think I got somebody's attention.
Yeah, just keep get in there and just wail the heck out of yourself. Like just keep like I got a ban for doing something you said was all right. Like that's what I've done before. Like I would like they was getting me for the knives. I'm like, look, I'm teaching bushcraft. Now stop it. You can't. No, you ain't going out. We got a dog that's crate training over here, and he thinks if he barks, he gets out. But yeah, I just kept doing that. Finally, I didn't get banned for knives anymore. It's like that. I don't know if I got labeled as a professional or whatever they got, but it was just like, man, they was just like getting me every time I would have a knife on here. And I'm like, even Great Britain will let you have a 3-inch blade on there,
Well, it was bad there. Once you start a fire or something there, boy, they would get on you. If you were showing a magnesium fire starter or people showing how to use them emergency stoves, they were getting hit left and right. I don't get it. That just don't make any sense. We're not pyromaniacs over here starting fires. We're trying to show people how to start a campfire.
Well, see,
pretty great.
Now I never had that issue. I didn't know that was a bad. I didn't know. I got it for driving down the road doing a live. You ain't supposed to be doing that, I guess. But I got shut down. They get me for all kinds of crap. That good.
No, I know. You preach it to the choir, sir. This is my third account.
I'm still on my first one. I got my second one going, but I hadn't really been repping it like I should. But y'all see me one day. Hey, y'all, I got banned for 1911 again. Can y'all come follow me and help me get enough to go live? Gorgeous Soul. I got a friend on Clapper. Her name's Gorgeous Soul. She comes in. Hey, she knows I'm from Alabama, so she says, hey, how your mama and them? Every time she spells it D-E-M. How your mama and them? Every time she comes in here. Lord help. I got accused of having a racist accent the other day.
I did a lot of time in Southern Alabama. I was down at Eglin Air Force Base.
Okay. See, I'm in Northeastern. I'm right in the redneck woods here in these hills. Tennessee hills, kind of go a little bit down into Alabama. So I'm right there. I'm within driving distance of the Smoky Mountains. So
that's a nice area. There's nothing but trees up there.
Yeah. See, I like the hills country. It's pretty, especially in the fall. And that's why, I feel like I'm in an area I can disappear. Kind of like, when that movie, The Eagle, when old Channing Tatum took that boy up there where the Vandals and the Sacs was. Well, that's kind of how it is around here. Let them come down in here and try to take these guns. We're in these hills. They're going to have a hard time. I don't care if you got patches or what. You're gonna have a hard time. We'll set the whole woods on fire. You try to use that thermal vision, try to come get our guns. We'll be shooting out of the fire.
Wolverines.
Wolverines! Oh, I love that movie. Man, when this started, I don't know where my call. I got it on DVD somewhere, but I was like, man, I gotta watch that gum Red Dawn. That gum Rush is fixing to come paratrooping in on this dadgummit. You know what got them caught? Dadgum canned food. Dadgum canned food got them caught. That's what happened there.
Yeah.
We'll see, George.
Well, I got to start dinner for the kids.
I'm about to get off here too. Folks, it was good to have you in here. I'm going to go ahead and say the prayer. We're going to end it. The wife will be here in a minute with the boys. So I told her I'd try to be ready when she got home and not have anything going on. So, dear Lord, we pray that you just help everybody through these perilous, trying times we're going through. Shotgun, hush. Lord, hush. We pray. Lord, I pray that he don't understand. Lord, touch that dog in the name of Jesus. Lord, but we just pray that you help everybody. I'm going to have to push through. Lord, I pray that you just help everybody. We're living in crazy times. We don't know what's happening. There could be a nuclear bomb. There could be food shortages. There could be all kinds of things we're facing. But God, we trust you. We know you're going to take care of us one way or another, whether it be here or in heaven above. Lord God, we know you're going to take care of us. Lord, I pray that you just begin to touch in those two countries and bring peace, begin to help, bring this thing to a peaceful resolution that's going on over in Europe right now. And please, Lord, do not let it escalate into the World War III that everybody keeps seeming to want to talk about, God. We pray that you help us all to be prepared. If we have new preppers in here, God, I pray that you just inspire them to prep. And Lord, just bring us back here next time, having a good time, having the conversations we're having, and talking with people and educating them about being prepared, Lord. In Jesus' name we pray, and they all said, amen. I thank everybody that has come in. We thank you, Southwest Prepper Group and Pallet Cabin Man, for coming in and being guests. Y'all come back anytime. We thank all of you. You go ahead, brother.
Well, I appreciate you, brother, for having me on, and we'll definitely lock horns on getting some prepper material put together for everybody. I definitely like your idea on that.
Yeah, hey, it's there for everybody. If you know somebody that's got good content looking to do blog, well, I want to turn it into a digital magazine. So if you know anybody, hey, you send them my way. Just give them my email if you want to. Let me know so I will be able to look for it. And we'll start dropping those. If we get enough of us, Lord, we could really do something to help people out and have a free resource for folks, and then maybe monetize it. You get your own affiliates, and we can just paste that on there, because I got a way of pasting code on there. You get affiliates, you go through Pepper Jam, or you can go through my share sale link on my website. I do make a portion of that, so I'm just telling you. But you go through there and get your own affiliates. I can post them on there, and you can make money just by the clicks, and if people buy through you. But yeah, dude, I really want to grow this. Thank you for praying for us, Belinda. I do want to grow this. I do want to add this resource. I do want to help folks learn. And you seem to have a lot of good info. I like a lot of what you post. So hit me up, brother.
All right, I appreciate you, brother. Get your dog out there. He's got a pee.
He got to go. Well, let's see, y'all. Oh, yeah, remember, before he goes and pees everywhere, go to ReadyWise.com, E29TN. Get you some ReadyWise. You save 10%, and you'll help this show grow. We'll see, y'all. Let's see, where am I going to end first? We're going to end it. We'll see, y'all. We thank all of y'all. Yeah, it's a new puppy shotgun. We traded a 410 shotgun, and we got a little, let's see if you can see him. He's a little blonde lab. That's him there, Clapper and Haps, Sluices. We got a little shotgun over there. He's crate training. He just got to go pee-pee. We'll see, y'all. And thank y'all for joining in. I'm going to be looking back on these other apps to see the comments you may have posted. Come back next time. We have us a ChaosCast29 MultiCast. We'll be glad to have you. I meant to end it right after I said it had been so dramatic, but it won't end. Why won't you end? Did you even start? I have so much trouble with this app. Haps, if you're listening, I need your help. Help me end my live. It won't end. What's going on? It won't let me in the stream. See, y'all just get to sit here and look at me while that dog probably goes to the bathroom while I'm trying to get this to end so I can take a dog to the bathroom. We're gonna try this.